So today I wanted to talk about Glen Reese's possible appearance in The Walking Dead Season 8. Could he come back? Will he come back? If so, how and what role could he be playing? I'll get into that in just a sec. First, I want to remind all of you guys that this will contain spoilers for The Walking Dead comics and television series. And also, I want to remind you and anyone new to the channel that if you want to win a $150 valued The Walking Dead bundle consisting of Funko Pops and comics, all you gotta do to qualify is be a subscriber, like, comment, and share the video. I will be announcing the winner at the end of this month. But alright, let's talk about Glen. So Glen's been gone for almost a full season now, pretty heartbreaking. He had the worst and most baddest death the show's ever had. I mean, like, come on. If any of you were in the show and you played some random character, if Scott Gimple comes up to you and tells you, okay, you're gonna be killed off and it's going to be by Negan, like this new crazy character, and you're going to be Lucille, like, you're telling me you won't freak out in excitement? But a lot of you guys have been wanting me to talk about this one topic, and so here I am. Do I think Glen could come back? Well, first of all, where did this rumor start? Sometime after the season finale, Scott Gimple was quoted as saying, "I'd be silly to say it isn't possible," referring to Glen's return in season 8. He was obviously referring to how Abraham came back in the finale for Sasha's death. So could Glen come back in the same way? Well, I personally can't see why not. I hope it's done tastefully though. In my opinion, the Abraham moment sort of overshot its mark. It was nice seeing him, but they sort of overdid it and it just lost its magic. We all wanted to see the confrontation between Negan and Rick, but when the episode kept cutting to the Sasha stuff, it just got super annoying throughout. Seeing Abraham was, yeah, nice, but again, the constant cutting back to it during amazing scenes with Rick and Negan really felt annoying. So yes, I'd be totally down for a Glen comeback if they can do it right. From what I'm imagining, Maggie's giving birth, she has the baby in her arms and is alone in her room. She names the baby Herschel Ree. We then get a very happy moment of Glen's arms around them both. He's not really there, but figuratively speaking, he's always going to be there. That would be nice. Just don't keep cutting back to it during a battle, otherwise it will lose its magic. But other than that, I can't see Glen making an appearance doing anything else. If he were to reappear, it would have to be for his son's birth, in my opinion. We're assuming it's going to be a boy, of course, because it is in the comics. But Glen won't be coming back as just like alive, obviously. So all the rumors there and the theories don't have to go that far regarding that. I mean, how the hell do you think he'd come back after he went out like this? But let's talk about when this could happen. Everyone's been saying season 8, but I think what Scott Gimple said in that interview, and taking into account the comic book material, it will most likely happen early on in season 9. Scott Gimple, in the same interview where he expressed his openness for Glen's return, also told us that Maggie wasn't far along in her pregnancy. Although it seemed like she was, not a lot of time has passed. He says, quote, "She might not be that close. Things have been moving pretty quickly, but not a lot of time has passed." Which to me is insane. But hey, if you look at it, it sort of makes sense. The first half of season 7 was about 3 weeks maybe. The second half was a bit longer, maybe a month. You take into account when she found out she was pregnant, and probably, she probably really is only about 3 to 4 months pregnant. But then you gotta address how pregnant she was when she found out, and I mean, at most maybe she's 5 months pregnant at the start of season 8. I think we actually won't get to see a Maggie birth scene. I'll get into that in a second though. First, let's talk about how season 8 will probably end and how season 9 will begin. Season 8 will most definitely focus on the entire war. There won't be any dragging on into season 9. They won't end it earlier either. They're going to focus that entire season on all-out war. I mean, all-out war deserves that. Like, it needs a full season. They can't just end it early, otherwise the whole season of Negan waving his dick in everyone's face has been for nothing. In the comics, All Out War ends with Negan's arrest. The communities go back to rebuilding, and we get this huge time jump where everyone's much older and in different places. They've been at peace for a little over 2 years and have agricultural systems put in place. Roadways, festivities, fairs, you name it. They really brought back so much. The major difference was that Maggie already had her baby. His name was Herschel and he was about 2 years old. So could it happen in the same way? I believe so. I think season 9 will do the time jump, and afterwards, we'll see Maggie in a whole new place in her life. Rick may go to visit her, and we'll see this little boy run up to his mom and she'll be like, "Yes, Herschel?" Like, it would be a sweet, beautiful moment, a perfect way to open up season 9 after the craziness of All Out War. We won't get to see the birth or introduction, but honestly, who wants to see that anyways? So how could Glen fit into that scenario? If he's not in season 8, how could he come back in season 9? Well, the way I'm seeing it, at the end of the premiere episode, after they've established to us viewers that yes, life is all good and we've been at peace for about 2 years, the end of that episode could end with a small, really downtime moment with Maggie. She's in the Barrington house and just put Herschel down to sleep. She's tired, she's in pain. She's also the leader of Hilltop now, and that's a big burden on top of being a single parent. Maggie is watching Herschel in his crib when Glen comes up from behind and just puts his hand on her shoulder. And you know what? Like, he doesn't even have to say anything. The camera could just pull away from both of them. It would be a beautiful moment between all three of them. Yes, Glen is gone, but he's not really gone. He's still there. It's what Maggie clings onto for support. He's still helping her get through everyday problems. So I think that's what we could expect from Glen. He'll probably reappear much later on. I really doubt he'll appear in season 8. Like, I think it's a little too soon. Abraham's appearance was honestly a little too soon. It was still nice seeing him, but with how much they cut to him during the Negan and Rick confrontation, it got super annoying. Like, he's no Shane. If Shane were to come back now, it'd be totally different because he's been gone for so long. So I think they should have done the same with Abraham. Could you imagine seeing Rick and Shane on screen again? Like, Rick is just crazy and is speaking to his former friend. That'd be insane. But of course, with the introduction of Herschel in season 9, he'll be the new baby in town. Judith at that point will probably be around 4 years old, about 3 or 4, which would be insanely interesting and different because she would be a kid in the apocalypse. Like, if they decided to do a time jump even farther than, say, 2 years, then they could even do 5 to 6 years, and they could even make Judith be Carl's age, like in the beginning of season 1, or close to it at least. But we're not going to get into the whole Carl's age bullshit, because that guy's going to be 50 or looking 50 in a few years at this rate, just watch. But that's what I think about this overall. Glen can't come back to the show. I mean, even if they created this crazy super serum that gave life or brought someone back from the dead, Glen's too far gone. He's got no head, simple as that. No head, you dead. But what do you guys think about Glen's possible appearance in season 9? Do you think he'll reappear in season 9 or next season? Sound off below. Oh, and would you prefer little Herschel's last name to be Ree or Green? I would love for them to change the comics version of Herschel Green to Herschel Ree, just to avoid that confusion with his grandfather. It's also something I think they will do because they did get married, right? Maggie has also said that her last name was Ree, so I think she's sticking with that. But post your opinions down below. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure to subscribe if you want more content like this. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.